Welcome. It's Good Morning Anambra Monday episode. Today it's the last Monday in the month of October 2022 and of course the last day in the month of October. Welcome to the show. My name is Nonye Nwokoye and let's begin with a press review. You're welcome to the press review. As always, we take a look at some of our national dailies to see stories making the headlines on those papers. And of course, we take a look at ABS website to see stories emanating from here. And in the studio this morning, I have a guest who have joined to analyze the papers. Ozo Ekemize, welcome to the studio.
A very good morning, members of the crew of ABS. It's a very good Monday morning as the last Monday of the month. It's a good ending that usher in a good beginning.
All right. We begin with stories making the headlines on ABS website. It's road construction inauguration galore in Anambra State, and I believe that in Anambra, their joy will know no bounds when these roads are completed. Soludo inaugurates the construction of Ibuku Ikenga Road, Agwata Council area. Anambra State government attracts international collaboration to tackle erosion challenges. And of course, Soludo targets to complete Ugwaba Mbuka Obosi Road in 10 months. Construction of roads galore.
Well, a very good beginning. And I think we are coming back to our pace, okay, for last 8 years or 10 years, when Anambra was adjudged as the best state road network in Nigeria during the time of Peter Obi. So the governor continuing that trend is for road construction, because it is the thing that you have to do for humanity. Even the Bible let us understand that Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. So it's the way that are going to lead to truth to life. So if you have no accessibility for wherever you are or wherever you are going, okay, it becomes a death trap. You find out that the life becomes miserable to you. So this particular construction of all the rural, urban, and even if feeders road in urban cities is going to give Anambra a befitting outlook, and it will make people, make commuters, transportations, okay, very, very easy. And people that are even plotting the road will be happy without having their vehicle or whatever it is going mechanic from one time to another. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that governor look at it that first of all somebody must have access to his property or where he's going, and that is very, very important. Other infrastructure needed, at least for now, most of the Anambra have been completed. Feeders road, sometimes cannot even plant it. Some people going turning around, fire, run. From there for you to reach Aroma, you have to now cut many places before you get to that particular place.
Let me cut it short here. You know, yesterday I used the Obosi Road, and the excitement, the feeling to see a beautiful road constructed, that the one that joined the second Niger Bridge. Yes. You know, when you go there, and with the massive reconstruction of roads that the governor is trying to put up, and of course the attraction of international collaboration to fight or to tackle challenges, one begins to see a beautiful picture of what Anambra State is going to become in the next 2-3 years or 1 year or thereabout. You know, when you look at such a scenario, you see a beautiful Anambra, a better Anambra, and of course what the governor has always said, a livable state.
Yes. Let me just tell you the problem we have for the past, okay? All the past leaders in Nigeria, not Africa in general, okay? We keep on giving infrastructure, okay, attention in every successive government, okay? But in advanced country, okay, the infrastructure has been built. Then the only person that are going to come into power will go into human capital index to build humanity. And that's why you see life is very, very, easy and enjoyable for them there. But now you find out that the governor, okay, as you have, engaged into this massive road construction. When you finish all these things, you see, time may not be permitted to go into human capital index. Don't know what I'm saying. So if I've done this thing for many years, you see, yeah, this time around, it is myself and you without to feed this thing. So we commend him earnestly for taking this particular, bull to the horn to make sure that Anambra come back as how it was. Because I know that.
Let's just keep hope alive, because according to the governor, the road is going to build. It says the minimum lifespan is 20 years, according to the report we are seeing. So I think when that is done, looking into other areas will now come to place. All right, let's move on to the first paper for review, the Daily Sun newspapers. Let's see stories on the Daily Sun newspapers. In the front page of the Daily Sun, we see Abuja residents live in fear amid tight security. Worship centers record low attendance. Government stops Abuja vigilantes from bearing firearms. And Tinubu presents manifesto to Fasuranti, others. And of course, it's the Fasuranti that is blessing Tinubu, placing his hands on his head and praying for him in his residence, according to that report. Now, Tinubu, Atiku, be others asked to publish sources of campaign funding. Wike coalition dare you to stop autumn, others. Now, 2023, Atiku more grounded in grassroots politics than Tinubu. PDP national youth leader talking. Osinbajo, ex-Colombian president, AFDB, lead new job creation efforts in Africa. Ohanaeze backs Akeredolu on Amoteku, urges Osun governor-elect to include Igbo in government. Lagos transporters begin 7-day strike today, say no going back. Nigeria defeats Germany to claim bronze in Under-17 Women's World Cup. And Southeast governors raise alarm over insecurity, seeks federal government intervention. And the writer there says joint security team to patrol zone want political solution on Kano. A lot of stories on the Daily Sun newspaper. Let's begin with that. Abuja residents live in fear amid tight security. With the writer there that government stops Abuja vigilantes from bearing firearms. What a contradiction.
It is very, very pathetic that Nigerian has been fighting security with a kid glove. It is still also too appalling that we are not saying the truth, because he who does not know where the rain starts to beat him or her will not know where he has to be what dried up. You see, the problem we have, look at the security alert they gave from the United States, okay, and other international community. Okay, one in Nigeria, there's a possibly attack to federal capital, Abuja for that matter. And when they say this, a minister for information has the effrontery to tell people that there's no cause for alarm. There's no cause for alarm without even providing people adequate security, without them being secured. The primary purpose of every government, as enshrined in section 14, sub 1 and 2, is to protect life and property of its citizens. Okay? Now, the government has failed that people will send in a threat alert to a whole country like Nigeria. And the Nigerians that have defeated all this particular time, what do you call it, fight in Liberia, and the other African countries that Nigeria has helped to restore security in their own place. Look at in our own domain. And they're telling us that you can go away to your normal business. I even read in social media where they're telling President Buhari to relocate to Kaduna or Kano, because they're saying that Abuja will fall. Okay? And you have residents living in fear, because if they tell that they're not going to go to a normal business, it's what happened to Kuje prison. Where are they? After 24 hours, the military people have been deployed. They came and attacked, and they, released 600 inmates in the prison. And telling me that people will not live in fear. Presidential guard was attacked in Abuja. Okay, they said that we should not live in fear. We should go out to normal business. These people are telling us this. I can say that they don't have love for the citizens of Nigeria. If the Ministry of Information, like Mohammed, can tell people not to fear, that they go out, the security people are on top of the situation. Which top of situation are they? Whether they are on top or under, or around, or inside. It's not what I'm trying to say, because all these particular promises will fail. They're still going to come and do that thing. Because what we are using for some time is that we know the root, but don't want to tell ourselves the truth, because we are applying kinetic formula or kinetic method of fighting security. Right. So for using what we call center of gravity.
What do we call this in the face of all the threats letter, that the U.S. released? After that, they had to come and pick their citizens.
Yes.
And Nigerians are still telling their citizens not to live in fear without tangible thing done about it.
Now, what are the sophisticated intel that Nigeria DSS, NIA, that has to tell us that America came to the state and rescued their people that have been kidnapped? It's not terrorists. So these people have more sophisticated, intel network than Nigeria. And they're telling you this thing, whenever they say it, it's still going to happen. For them to come and start picking their citizens, and other country join them, like UK, Canada, and France, and other, telling people to come back into their, back to their country to make sure that they are being secured. And you're telling me that you should go to a normal business without any fear of contradiction. What measure do you put on ground that this people will not come? Because you tell us, and tomorrow is going to occur. As I was saying, okay, we know the truth. You know where these people are. Okay, America, when Osama bin Laden, okay, bombed the Pentagon, okay, in 2001, America did not wait for Osama to come back again and now bomb America. What they did was that they used what we call counter-terrorism. They find him where he is, get him, and destroy him. That's all. Okay, you don't need to start maybe blocking or funding anti-terrorism. Use counter. Counter means if they are on the air, you follow them on the air. If they enter the sea, follow them on the sea. If they go to the forest, follow them on the forest.
Right.
This is what they did, and this was Osama bin Laden. Now we know these people are living in the forest, and you know where they are. You buy Tucana jet from America. Okay, and you see yet you are leaving these particular bandits and the terrorists to be living around us and tell Nigeria that they should not fear. Government know what they are doing, because I remember the word of Sani Abacha, okay, late, who said that if insurgents last more than 24 hours, government's hands on it. Government's hands are inside security, threat of Nigeria. They know where these people are inside the forest. People are going there, paying ransom, negotiating for them. Even somebody was arrested in Egypt and brought back to Nigeria, and you have not getting the intel where these people are for you to get there and destroy them. You are leaving Nigerian people to live in abject fear and ask them to go to normal business.
We can go on this particular matter, but let's move on so we can touch other stories. The Punch newspaper is next in our lineup. Let's see stories on the Punch newspaper. CBN destroys over 6 trillion banknotes under Buhari. Apex Bank spends 3.88 billion naira to dispose mutilated banknotes in 5 years. Naira slumps to 785 per dollar as reserves dip. Local currency faces more pressure. President defends Emefiele's criticism mounts against Naira redesign. And we also have Afenifere Adebanjo insists on Obi as Fasuranti backs Tinubu. We can see pictures in front of the paper. Lagos Ibadan traffic, motorcyclists, motorists, and on one-way compound gridlock. Senate probes AGF Malami's ministry over 2.23 billion naira expenditure. Borno housewife poisons chief imam, says, I hate marriage. Oil earnings crashed by 288 billion naira in third quarter. That's coming from the federal government. And Lagos Ibadan Expressway students fundraise ransom, kidnapped mates released. Lagos Ibadan Expressway students fundraise ransom. Kidnapped mates released, okay? Buhari to meet security chiefs, postpones event, soldiers kill terrorists in Kaduna, and terror bombings. Somalia to fly critically injured victims abroad. Death toll now 104. Countries condemn attack. Buhari, Pope, others mourn 161 soul stampede victims. All right. A lot of stories in front of the... Okay, that story I was at the Lagos Ibadan Expressway. They said the student had to fundraise so that the member that was kidnapped had to be released. That's all. They had to raise money.
Yes. Nigeria has become a kidnap den. It is a recruiting business in Nigeria because we have, the government has helped to amplify, okay, kidnapping.
And we're not forgetting those people kidnapped while going back to school and in Soka.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's everywhere because the thing has become a daily routine. Let me just tell you, please. Let us say the truth. Is there any day you wake up in Nigeria, you will not hear about kidnapping? It is a daily routine. It's a business because government help to amplify this and people now see it as a windfall. The bandits see it as a windfall. Okay, these people who came into Nigeria for them to manipulate this and even our people idea. And government knows what and where these people are. Why can't you get them and destroy them? Buhari is having security meeting chief. Security meeting today, okay, with service chiefs. Okay, how many times, how long we continue to have meeting without meeting the requirement? Meeting without meeting the requirement is nothing but a meeting. Have you met them severally? Have they met the requirement for them to secure Nigeria? No. So it calls for all of them to resign, okay, and sack all of them. Even the president has to resign because for you not to protect the people, life and property as the constitutional mandate, primarily, you have to resign. So what I'm trying to say is that these things, look at students. Upon they come back from the strike, and then I'm going to raise funds to save their own people. Parents cannot afford it. It is because of sympathy and empathy they have for their own fellow students that raising this money to do that. They had earned money to save themselves in a country where they trusted government to protect them. As in Section 14, someone who says that government power belongs to people, in whom government drives its power and authority. Okay, so if government know that they're not going to protect people, they have to now not be there. Now, coming to the issue of Naira, okay, that are going to be resigned. You see, I commend the central government governor for doing that because one, even the Minister of Finance are kicking against it. Do you know what? Okay, about 3 trillion has been stacked out of the what do you call it, formal circulation in Nigeria, so that this money that have been stacked. Okay, it's holding money because during the election, people have already paid money for that. By the time you redesign this particular Naira note, they will not find a way to put it into bank again. So those who are affected, okay, are crying wolf. Like Minister of Finance, who said that he's not aware, he's not, what do you call it, he doesn't know anything pertaining to that. This is the first time that he's hearing it. He doesn't support it. It is the one that he will not support. But she will not approve that Nigeria have right to buy SUV Jeep to Niger Republic to protect themselves. He has to approve that one. But this one, who is going to affect them that are looted and put to class? Okay, they will not support that. So it is called for them to do what, resign from that particular place. So this thing now will affect those who are hoarding money, who are stocking Nigerian currency and making it to even become 870 naira per dollar. And very soon, it will go to 1,000 per dollar. But this government promised us they are going to make 1 naira per $1. Now, it is 870 naira per dollar. So, they have failed 870 times to Nigeria. And they have to apologize for this country for such.
Okay, quickly. Let's move on now to the Daily Independent newspaper. Let's see stories on the Daily Independent. Fear heightens as $1 may spike beyond 1,000 naira soon. Analysts see kidnappers experiencing hard time, say move may create unintended consequences. CBN has my backing to redesign Naira. That's coming from our president, Muhammadu Buhari. Buhari summoned security chiefs over terror threats. And we have BPE blames TSA minister for delaying 1.8 billion naira pay of ex-SACO staff. Former workers plan to disrupt aviation sector. We also have Wike dares IU to stop Autumn's senatorial ambition. With riders there, CUPP says IU on a mission to destroy PDP. Military kills 8 Boko Haram terrorists, captures 3 in Niger. NAFDAC debunks allegation of 40% mercury in children's vaccine. Serap asked Atiku, Obi, Tinubu, others to publish sources of campaign funding. And Southeast governors decry spate of kidnappings, killings in the region. Says political solutions still possible in Kanu's case. Tinubu to Afenifere, Buhari North proved Nigeria can survive its unity. All right, let's, okay, still on the Naira. You actually said it, and it's on the news now, that fear heightens as $1 may spike beyond 1,000 Naira soon. And actually, yesterday I learned the dollar is 800 Naira per dollar. And of course, people were kind of insinuating that some people have already started to change their money, the currency they have in Naira, to dollar as a result of the, the aftermath of the news that there will be the resigning of Naira. I don't know all these things, whether they are together.
No. Sometimes economically there's no connotation, or there's no nexus between the resign of Naira and the inflation of dollar. It has been there. Okay, from 200 Naira to 300 Naira, 350, 450, 500, 600, 650, 700, 750. So it has been there. It has been a recurring decimal because we don't want to decimalize Naira. So it's going to continue to be that 1,000 to $1. Remember, in 1980, it was $1 is equal to 80 kobo. How can we come back to that particular era? Okay, when Nigeria is embarked in export, our export is more than our import. Go and take our balance of trade. A country that has borrowed, a country that generated 9.5 trillion Naira for 6 months, and again borrowed 22.3 trillion. The deficit is 10.7 trillion. By the time you aggregate this in, you find out that the budget deficit, that's why they want to go and borrow again to finance the budget deficit of 10.7 trillion. Which country are we? Where we have this oil and we now take it up to be refined and bring back to Nigeria. You say you want to, bring subsidy. What are subsidizing? You are subsidizing inefficiency. You are subsidizing incompetency. You are subsidizing incapability. You are subsidizing hunger. You are subsidizing criminality in Nigeria. That's why the waterways, okay, the people are selling this oil, and they have discovered pipeline that have been sucking oil for 9 years. Nobody knows about it. Who tells them nobody knows about it? Government knows about it. Because no way a ship can come into your waterway without approval of the Navy. The Navy knows when the ship comes in and when he goes out. So for them to be aware of this, government is taking this oil. That's why you see this inflation. Go and take our debt, okay? It's rising every day. How many times will we lend this in to stop this in to happen? Because we have what we're going to take to stop it. But those who are the elites have already weaponized hunger so that the people can then come into this 2023 election, even if 4,000 Naira can make you to go and say you are a better right for complete 4 years, which means the person is worth 500 Naira per a year. If you take 2,000 Naira to vote, 500 Naira is what? For a year. For the year. That's why I'm trying to tell the people to wake up, because this time around, it's not going to be Nigerian politician versus INEC. It's going to be Nigerian masses. We transfer their hunger to anger into the ballot box. And now we're going to remove these particular shackles of leaders.
All right, let's move on. On this day newspaper, which is the next paper we're looking at, we see Abuja terror alert. Don't panic, a president tells Nigerians. With the riders there, security agencies in joint manhunt for ISWAP members in Abuja. Hundreds flee as terrorists pound Zuru and Fakai, local governments in Kebbi State. We have a Fitch. A Tinubu presidency will increase social instability in Nigeria. Naira redesign. CBN didn't consult finance ministry, says minister. We tried as there once. New notes will have dire consequences on Naira's value. CBN, we followed due process and the law. And of course, EFCC, Jonathan's 4.6 billion naira campaign funds still under investigations. And we can say promoting Ekiti State, these are some of our leaders in front of the paper. Okay, let's look at what the, is it a feat? They call it a feat that a Tinubu presidency will increase social instability in Nigeria, predicts victory for him, doubts his ability to end fuel subsidy regime. What do you have to say about this?
You can see where I was receiving blessing. Not even blessing, we call it benediction from a man of his own age. Look at how two of them look. Okay? Look at how old they are. And somebody who is old, blessing someone that is old. So Nigeria will become ruled by the old carcass. Is what we're trying to say. And what we're trying to bring here is that what criteria, what capacity that Tinubu has, okay, to build Nigeria. You cannot say that he built Lagos. Lagos has been there. Let me just say, Lagos has been developing for 200 years. Before even colonial master, Portuguese, British, they came to Lagos and Lagos became a colony. Okay, from there, he come down to the amalgamation of Nigeria between northern and southern protectorate and joined them. Lagos still remain the colony. Okay, British developed it. At the end of the day, after independence, Lagos was capital for 4 years. He still been to develop. After that, he found out that everything that is in Lagos has been industrial hub. So where did Tinubu develop Lagos? You can't use as an indices, okay, to judge his performance that he's going to now develop Lagos. Let us give him a plain and a very fertile, dry ground for him to build it from the scratch to the paper.
While you're at it, let's see. The Guardian is telling them that economy in dire straits tells candidates to go beyond rhetoric.
Thank you very much. That's why I support what is in this particular paper. I think is it in Nation or whatever, that said that let them, okay, tell us their source of campaign fund. Okay, not only some campaign funds. I want the EFCC to bring these candidates into forensic audit to tell us their source of income before they become president, before they're going to contest any election. Let them come and tell us their source of income and declare their assets before everybody in Nigeria, for us to know who they are and where they're coming from. They're going to disclose their assets. And after that, I'm also applying for the Nigerian Medical Association, MAA, to go into what do you call it, examination, health examination, and check their health status, okay, and publish it in the national daily, so that Nigeria will now see those who are going to lead them, and not those who are going to be a part-time president. Okay, you stay in Nigeria for 1 month, the other 9 months is in abroad, flying, junketing from one place to another without sitting down, okay, to decide the governance of this particular country. So what I'm trying to say, let us tell us their source of income and source of wealth.
All right.
You have to now be a president, not for you to be a political, in politics, then you become billionaire. But when you're not in politics, then you're not billionaire. That's what we call political corruption.
Okay.
Which is the worst part of corruption.
Okay, let's run the Guardian newspaper. We've seen the banner headline in front of that Guardian newspaper, but there are writers there that doubt persists over immediate subsidy removal by next government. And Tinubu Atiku Obi are pro-market reformers, good for economy, says Ozum. And we also have Afenifere divided on Tinubu Obi as Fashorante hosts APC candidate. Buhari backed CBN governor on Naira redesign, meets service chiefs to review security. And we also have aviation workers issue MMA to 7-day picket notice over mass sack. Now, Falana demands information over 17 billion naira petrol tracking technology contract. FGAFDB plan $1 billion innovation on climate change solution. Terror alert, youth leaders allege plot to kill Kanu. Okay, a lot of stories in front of that paper. Let's take this political story. Afenifere divided on Tinubu Obi as Fashorante host APC candidate.
Well, you find out that Afenifere before now has made their stand known, okay, that they believe in equity. You see, in Nigeria, you see, you have 3 major tribes, that is Hausa, Yoruba, and the Igbo. And they found out that the Hausa have been ruling this country for many years, without even them developing their own particular place. Because when you go to that place, you find out the people are living in abject poverty.
Okay, if you say Nigeria is what you call poverty capital of the world, okay, the nucleus capital of that particular this in Nigeria is in the north. So that's why the Northerners doesn't even want to listen to them, because for many years they've received them. Coming to Anfere, okay, in West, is the funding that Obasanjo has holding for 8 years. Osinbajo now, 8 years, vice president, 16 years. You're coming again. Where is the equity? He who goes with equity goes with clean hands. They know that it is done for the Southeast. You said that these people are part of us. All of us are one Nigeria, one indivisible entity. And you're telling me that I'm not eligible. I'm not qualified. I'm not even what you have the capacity to become president, which means you don't need me. And when don't need somebody, and Ibian come and slogan organ. That's the power to rule. So I'm very fair saying that they're supporting what you call justice. So dividing them now is a political undertone. So they can able to create a faction whereby they have to what you call a divided royalty. So that Obi, who they have already put their mandate on, will now have a divided vote in the West. But I thank the Ohanese who stood their ground and told these people that, please, we don't need a town hall meeting with you. We're starting with Obi. That's all. They want to invite Tinubu. They want to invite Atiku. They made it abundantly clear that it's Obi they are supporting. So I am supporting that particular their decision. Then coming to the issue of 13 security in the South because of Nnamdi Kanu, it's a pity that a court of competent jurisdiction has discharged somebody and acquit him, okay, and somebody are now trying to maneuver it by going to appeal court for stay of execution. You don't stay a judgment or what you call an order of court. We call it equitable remedy. If you're going to equitable remedy, he who goes to equity must go with clean hand. You must first of all obey the court order. But you fail to do that and dismiss. Not even dismiss, sorry. They just, what you call it, redeploy these three learned gentlemen who delivered the judgment that Kanu will be discharged. They now bring another person and go into the state of execution. The man granted that Kanu should be retained in the DSS. I don't know which kind of justice are we doing in this country. That's why the independence of judiciary is very, very important. Politician has a corrupt judiciary, and judiciary are being impondering of the executive, not for them to discharge their duty without any fear or favor.
The Daily Trust is next in a lineup. Let's see stories on the Daily Trust. CBN has my backing for redesigning Naira notes coming from the President, Muhammadu Buhari. And we see riders there says currency will benefit from initiative. People with illicit money buried under the soil will have a challenge. The President's comment puts Emefiele, Finance Minister's rift to rest. Terror alert, Buhari holds emergency security meeting today. Oil firms pay 138 billion naira petroleum tax. Afenifere leaders, Makinde others, endorse Tinubu. Okay, we have Nigeria's Flamingos edge Germany for first ever World Cup medal. Ganduje launches mass transit scheme with 100 buses, 50 taxis. Abuja Rail to resume operations soon as minister meets contractor. And okay, that's just about it on the Daily Trust newspaper. Let's see which story we are taking here.
Yes, you know, I want to talk about this CBN backing. The president said that he's backing CBN, governor for the of Naira. Yes, there's no any, what do you call it, act or law that say that before governor of Central Bank we now resign Naira or whatever, that's going to take clue from the or permission from the Minister of Finance. It's not there. So these people that are stocking money will have themselves to blame, okay? Because it will be an effort in futility. That money will be a waste. Because these people are people that are siphoning this country. Okay? Do you know that even the Abacha's loot that have been recovered, people started to loot the looted loot again. Don't know what I'm saying?
The looted loot?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay? Where is the money? Okay? You're following Desian. You're following this person that Ibori. All this money that I have recovered in Nigeria. Where are the money? Where are we still borrowing? To tell you that the impact of the looting in this country, okay, has become enormous. And that's why they want to now loot this into the extent that IMF, okay, divided the money that Nigeria has been borrowing and in debt, okay, to 200 million Nigeria. It is 28,550 naira. Were you here when they borrowed the money? No. Those that who borrowed it are borrowing for me to pay and my children to pay, and your children to pay. They're going to pay this money because the debt they're leaving for us. That's why society you have built today will take revenge for your children tomorrow.
Okay, the Nigerian Tribune. That's the last paper, but not the least. Quickly, terror alert, Operation Stop and Search begins at NAS. Buhari summons a security meeting. We have read as the Senator reps to use presidential gate. FCTA bars vigilantes from using firearms. Marks 500 million for community policing. Tinubu visits Fasurante, Yoruba leaders in Akure, and presents to them policy documents, action plan for a better Nigeria. Those present at the Akure blessing are majorly those who have distant ties with Afenifere. That's coming from Akin Onigbinde. Now, CBN has my backing on Naira redesign. We've seen that story before. Articles, foreign engagements to yield massive investment, jobs, campaign organization talking. Military repels attack on army barracks, kills 8 suspected Boko Haram members in Niger. NDLEA arrests village head, 10 others over 991,320 opioid pills, 251 kg skunk, and other stories in front of the paper says, wicked dares are you over autumn. Others vows to expose more dirty deals, to travel to Turkey for to fine-tune strategies. Now, Southeast governors meet in Enugu, they cry rising insecurity in the zone. Roll out joint security patrol on highways by December. All right, I don't know if you can take that story from Wike, daring are you to try to stop autumn in his president, I think his senatorial ambition.
Yes.
Okay.
That is what we call back. Okay, are you fighting back? Because of, as a chairman, national chairman of PDP, to deny autumn for him not to be contest in senatorial, what do you call it, election in the district. But it is too late because name have submitted and the INEC have published the name. Okay, that's not what we can do now. Okay, it's because of PDP failed to do what they're supposed to do, to tell themselves the truth. And now, whatever you sow, so shall you repeat. If you sow in flesh shall you reap corruption. If you sow in spirit shall you live life eternal. That's what the Bible tells us. PDP, Atiku, Ayu, Wike, Oton, all of them sow in this particular corruption. And that's what they are repeating it now. When you know that the president should be zoned to the east, as it is done in PDP constitution, you want to play politics. You want to, because of selfishness and aggrandizement and what you call power tussle, okay, you now live to say the truth. It's only truth can set you free. So when they don't say the truth, Wike, Ayu, Oton, Atiku, Saraki, all of them that are hatching this particular thing are bearing it now. Okay. That's the consequences. Then coming to the Southeast governors, let them just come out and form a security outfit to protect Southeast. I don't know why they talk about Ebebagu. What Ebebagu is doing, we don't know. Is it a Bokoko or a Bommo? Let them just come out and now protect this.
Also, that's the much time could allow us take on the program. We've really come a long way. Would like to appreciate you so much for the analysis this morning. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you, Noya. Thank you, ABS, for having me. All
right. Okay, that's just about it on the press review. My name is Nonya Nwokoye. Thank you so much for being here. But remember, we have more coming up on Good Morning Anambra Show. To stay.